December 11th, and the important announcement that will impact your money in more ways than one. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know, as well as the full breakdown here in the video. Let's get into it and discuss what's going on. First off, can I ask you a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video with the big thumbs up button right down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Again, with the big subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. I just want to do whatever I possibly can for you right now. Last few years have been rough, and we want to know what's going on here, as well as how it's going to impact our finances. And again, I want to do what I can to advocate and keep you informed of what's going on right now impacting your money. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. And let's get into it and talk about it. All right, December. It's been a weird month so far. A lot of weird things happening here, but we have yet again another announcement coming out on Wednesday, the 11th, that I do want to bring to your attention, because at the end of the day, this will impact your money, and it's going to impact it in more ways than just one. So I want to talk about what's going to be released as far as the announcement on that day, as well as how this is going to be taken into consideration for the next meeting coming up a week later that we also want to watch very closely, as that's also going to have another impact on your money. So you following all this? Yeah, exactly. Now, a quick side note as well. I know that a huge percentage of you here in this community that watch these videos here on the channel receive fixed income benefits from Social Security. You know the whole list. I rattle it off all the time in the videos, but basically any benefits administered by Social Security. Will this directly impact your monthly benefit check, as in your raise to benefits? The answer is no, it won't impact any raises to your benefit as far as the COLA, things like that, but it will impact your benefit because of the announcements coming out and the economic data that's tied to these announcements. Okay, so yes, it does impact your money, but at the end of the day, that's not going to impact any raises to your benefit as of right now anyway. Is that going to make sense? So just want to clarify that really quickly before I get into the details of these announcements. All right, so let's talk about the 11th, okay? So in a matter of days here, we will be getting the all-important November CPI, which is obviously released on December 11th. It's November's CPI, which is the Consumer Price Index, otherwise known as the inflation report. We get it out once per month. It's usually right around the middle of the month or so, give or take a few days. And this time it happens to be the 11th. So why do we care about this? We care because it's going to give us a better glimpse into what's going on with overall inflation. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to be some conspiracy theorist, but these numbers are certainly manipulated. I think we'd be ignorant to think that they're not. They're definitely manipulated to some degree, okay? So anyway, we've been seeing this inflation on the CPI coming down over the last couple years here, right? We've been seeing these inflation numbers coming down, and they continue to tell us, oh, don't worry, everybody. Inflation has come down massively, and we're achieving our objectives here. Okay. If inflation is coming down so much, then why haven't we seen the prices reflecting all of this? Yeah, exactly. You're not supposed to answer that, or you're not supposed to ask that question, because they don't have an intelligent answer for us. But the real intelligent answer is this much. The inflation data is basically a trailing 12-month period of time. So they do a month-over-month figure, as well as they do a trailing 12 months, okay? So basically look back a 12-month period of time, so they can say month over month it was up X, year over year it was up X, right? You hear me say this all the time when we get the reports out. But what's happening is that, and this has been happening for the last couple of years, is that inflation was very high for, leading up to June of 2022, and then beyond 2022 June, when it topped out over 9%. It started coming down, right? Well, basically what that meant is that prices were rising very rapidly going into the peak in June of 2022, over 9%. So they were rising very rapidly. But basically what happened is that when we started to see these inflation numbers easing, it does not mean that prices are coming down. All it means is that inflation is not rising as rapidly as it was previously. Therefore, it shows us a number that shows, hey, inflation's coming down. False. It's not coming down, but rather it's not rising at the pace that it was, making it look like and giving us the illusion that prices are coming down. No, false. Prices are not coming down. Prices are just not rising at the pace that they were, or maybe they're holding steady. Does that kind of make sense? So that is the difference here. The prices that we see now, unfortunately, I'm going to tell you the truth behind this. They're not going to come down. Maybe in some very selective markets or very selective products, depends on what it is that we're buying. Obviously, there's millions and millions of different things out there we can buy, goods and services and things like that. There's like practically an infinite supply of different things we can buy. So obviously, prices across some different products and services may come down a little bit, but for the most part, the vast majority of things out there will continue to maintain their high elevated prices. They're not coming down. The only thing that would take these prices down, like pretty aggressively, would be a big, deep, rough recession. That would not be a worst thing in the world. I've said that before in other videos. That would not be like a bad thing. In fact, it'd probably be very welcomed right now, considering the hardship and the financial instability that a lot of people are dealing with. A major recession would reset a lot of that. So it wouldn't be the worst thing. I know a lot of people fear a recession. There's no fear, nothing to fear here. A recession would actually be a good thing. It would bring these prices back down, and we'd be in a much better financial position to be in, because at that point, the reason the prices come down is because they need to make sales. They need to sell stuff. So as the way that they sell stuff is put it on sale, bring the prices down. When prices come down, more people come in and buy. And when people buy, that, generates revenue a little bit. It's less than at the higher prices, but at the end of the day, it's something better than nothing, right? So at the end of the day, recession is actually a good thing. We kind of want that to happen. I mean, that's just me speaking out loud. We kind of need that to happen to reset everything that's going on right now. If we don't get a recession, we're going to deal with more of the same. It's going to be the exact same thing. We're going to see nothing change whatsoever if we continue to just live our lives the way that we are. No recession, nothing like that. Then fine, we're going to get more of the same, right? It's like the saying that's out there. If you want to change your life, you need to change your life. Well, if you want to change the economy, you've got to change the economy. That's not changing until we get a massive change. The way that we get a massive change is by implementing, getting a major recession. That's the change we need. It's the reset button, and then boom, we're fine. And then, things are better for a while, at least, until we go through the same old cycle again. Anyway, does that kind of make sense? You kind of get it. But it's, we all understand this, even though it's kind of weird to think about, like, why would we want to collapse the economy? I'm not saying forever, just a short-term little hiccup in the economy would actually be pretty nice and welcomed for a lot of people, and overall, everything, prices and everything. But anyway, another quick side note then. So another week out after this announcement here, we'll be getting the last of the Federal Reserve meetings for the year of 2024. So as they come together, they will also be examining this inflation data along with all the other data we've been receiving here over the last several months, employment data, inflation data, all the reports that are coming out. And they'll be getting this. So therefore, the Fed, when they meet in a couple weeks here, when they meet here, they will be coming out and deciding what they're going to do with their interest rate policy. Will they cut yet again? Will they pause? Will they raise rates? That's another option as well. People don't realize they can raise rates if they want to. Just because they've cut doesn't mean that they need to come back and keep cutting. They could easily pause and wait for a while to see what happens. They could raise rates again if they start to see inflation ticking up again. They could do that, right? Probably unlikely, but as I'm saying, they can do it if they want to. So anyway, we've got a lot more reports coming out here this month, and these are going to be important. It's going to be some pretty good stuff here, especially as we wrap up 2024. Crazy to think about, right? Can you believe it? Another year gone. Wow, right? Sad and scary. I don't know. Maybe some people enjoy the passage of time. I don't. Not a huge fan of it. I don't know. Just to me, it seems weird, and I don't really like it. It's just sad to think about. For me, anyway, that's just me thinking out loud and speaking out loud. But anyway, hope this helps you. Again, I want to do what I can to keep you informed of what's going on here. I feel that you deserve to know, because I highly doubt your local news is talking about this. If they are, I highly doubt they're telling you the truth about it, because the local media and all media is very, one-directional. And I want you to see the big picture as far as what's going on with an unbiased opinion about all this. Anyway, does this help you a little bit? I hope so. If not, let me know down below in the comment section. Just want to do whatever I can for you to provide as much value as I can through these videos in the shortest amount of time, and just be here for you, by your side every single day, advocating on your behalf, keeping you informed, and just doing the research that you don't need to, and bringing it to you in these short videos. Anyway, hope this helps. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Totally free to do so. Big subscribe button down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Like the video down below as well. Again, thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, check out the other videos here on the channel. Over 5,000 videos in the video library. I've hand-selected some videos for you, again, down below in the description at the top of the comment section. Check those out. Otherwise, right now showing up on your screen as well, you will see some videos there. Check those out as well. Again, have a nice day. Happy holidays. Hope you're doing well, and I'll catch you again later in the